So we're making stuffed mushrooms, which I think it's nice to have a nice appetizer to start out a baby shower, you know, get the party
anything.
going.
That spring feeling kind of gets it all going.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
So start out by roasting up some vegetables, and it can be whatever's really in season and whatever is colorful as well is what you're going to look for this. So I'm going to have you saute up some onions and garlic to start with, Amy, and just some olive oil, a couple tablespoons or so. And then I already have carrots and yellow squash. You could do zucchini as well. And I'm going to do some bell pepper and eggplant as well to go in there. Again, I will go to the store, try to find as many colors as possible, just to kind of lighten it up a little bit.
And I love the idea of stuffed mushrooms because that's one thing, you can totally stuff them ahead of time, get them in the fridge, and then bake them up.
Yep, they hold up well for a few days. They're also, this recipe is gluten-free, so if you're struggling with that for a shower or some guests coming over, this is a really nice recipe that should be easy to put together a few days in advance.
And there's something a little fun and special, stuffed mushrooms are, because they do take a little bit of time to stuff them. And
they do.
You know, and they're 1 or 2 bites, which is nice for appetizers.
But again, you can plan ahead and get this out of the way so that the day of is not stressful.
Yes, exactly.
All right. And Amy, there's 1 clove of garlic, just roughly chopped up.
Okay. Little red pepper, too.
Yeah.
Carrot.
You're looking for about 1.5 cups or so of chopped vegetables.
Okay.
Your choice and what's all in there.
Okay. Oh, I like the yellow. This is going to be pretty yellow. Summer squash, or you could do yellow pepper.
And then I always use eggplant. I think eggplant is underused vegetable.
Love
People don't really know what to do with it. They're a little intimidated by it, but it's really a great vegetable and adds great color and texture to a dish.
Now that's a pretty one. Before we get into it, when you're looking for an eggplant, this is what you want to see. You don't want to see a bunch of marks on it.
Yep, they do bruise easily in shipping. So if it's something that does have soft spots on it, you don't want it because the inside of that fruit's going to be bruised as well, not just the outside.
I don't like the big ones too. You know, this is a nice size one too. They get a lot of seeds in there.
Exactly. So a tall, skinnier one's going to give you less seeds, more meat to it, rather than that kind of bitter filling to it.
Yeah, show us how to deal with this. And I have to be honest with you, both my kids, who are, my son Riley, 19, 20, is very, very picky. He likes eggplant even. Eggplant is nothing like eggs or nothing like, you know, it doesn't, they both love it.
Absolutely. So you just have to cut off the top and the bottom to it. And then again, we're small dicing this, so I'm just going to kind of cut a couple of lines down here. But you can see it's super easy to work with. There are no seeds per se into the center that you need to scrape out at all. And it's got a beautiful skin.
Yeah, it does.
The skin can stay a little chewy, so if you're doing whole eggplant, you want to at least kind of shave the peel off or not use the part that's got so much of the skin.
Okay.
But if we're cutting it up, you can definitely use it for, again, the color for this dish too. And I'm just going the couple matchsticks looking, and then I'm just going to dice it up.
It is good, and it's just so different.
And it cooks up pretty fast, just like a yellow squash or zucchini, as far as cooking times go.
Eggplant and artichoke are, I think, 2 vegetables that people are a little nervous about. They've never tried them before. Their names are a little odd.
Yeah, you know, and I really think you get kind of stuck in your rut, and you want to branch out a little bit. And going to the store and saying, I've never worked with that, I'm going to buy one, I'm going to force myself to do something with it. And this is a really safe recipe because it has the other vegetables in there, so if you're a little timid on being adventurous, this is a really good way to kind of work something new into your diet.
Yeah, I think you'll like it. And you're going to try eggplant today. She's giving me the eye over
there. No, I don't think she's excited about that.
If we fried it with some marinara sauce, I bet she'd be all over it.
I was going to say, that would probably be all right with you, man. No onions, though, in there either.
I do notice it uses a lot of oil, so I add a little extra oil. Do you agree? When
you know, eggplant itself will kind of suck, kind of like a mushroom. It kind of sucks up the juice. So if you put it in there, it might take a little bit more oil to continue to saute it. But you want to freely move it around into your large saute pan.
Okay, these are gorgeous. A little oregano?
Dried Italian spices.
Season?
So there's basil, there's oregano, thyme, rosemary in there as well.
Okay, so we've let this basically get to this point. It's cooked, it's sauteed.
Yep, it should take about 5 minutes or so in that pan on a nice medium-high heat.
Okay.
Once it's done, you want to just pull it off.
Okay.
And then we're going to add just a little bit of goat cheese. This is a couple tablespoons of goat cheese.
Yum.
I think that goes really well with vegetables. We're just going to kind of break it up in here a little bit.
If you didn't like goat cheese, and there are a lot of people who just don't do it, they're not into it. It is an acquired taste. It's one of those things I did not like at all. Now I'm in love with it.
Yeah.
Other cheeses you could use?
You know, you could definitely put cream cheese in here, or boursin would be fantastic if you want to splurge on boursin.
Okay.
Otherwise, you know, provolone would be fine.
Okay.
Or even a mozzarella is okay.
Okay.
Just something to add a little bit of creaminess to it.
Sure. Should I take the stems off?
Yeah,
there?
so
Okay.
button mushrooms is what I usually use. Otherwise, you can do baby portobellos, which is cremini mushrooms.
And you get the nice big stuffing ones. Don't make the mistake and do the little ones, because when they bake, they'll just shrink up to
They'll just
nothing.
shrink up to
yeah.
nothing.
So here are the mushrooms.
Yep, and then I normally just kind of dry the outsides of them with any of the dirt that might be on there. You don't want to actually rinse them and
Okay,
submerge them
just
in
take
water.
a clean towel and
Yep.
kind of, all right. And then we're going to stuff them, bake to the oven, in the oven for about how long?
It's about 400 degrees, uncovered, and depending on your size, 20 to 25 minutes, maybe 15 if they're a little bit smaller.
And again, you can make these ahead, park them in the refrigerator up to a couple of days ahead,
Exactly.
and then bake them off. And I want to show you what they look like.
And studio's
These are
starting
going
to
to
smell like
disappear.
garlic here.
They smell so good. And make plenty, because these are going to be the first thing to go. My husband Bob loves these. So there you go. It's Lindsay's wonderful stuffed mushrooms with vegetables and goat cheese. Recipes on the website, or hire Lindsay. She'll make them for your next party. We're making dessert next time, right?
Yes, lemon lavender tartlets.
Ooh, sounds fancy, but it's easy. We'll show you. Plus some great decorations for your shower, too. So stay with us. We'll be back.